Well, I think for me, it's quite important for us to separate the processes in that there's essentially what is taking place right now, which is essentially a political process. But of course, it's important for that political process to rise to the second stage, which is then the legal process, in order for any of the decisions that are taken, in order for any of the decisions that are taken by the NEC to have legal force. So just to explain further, the notion of a recall is really ANC parlance, but in order for that to meet the constitutional demand, it's important for the president himself to resign in accordance with that, with being recalled. And then that resignation rises to what the Constitution refers to as a vacancy in the president's office. And then, of course, once there's a vacancy in the president's office, it obviously depends on how exactly the president chooses to leave the office. So if he simply resigns by virtue of being recalled, then in terms of the Constitution, the deputy president is going to be sworn in, and he's going to be in the acting position, in the position as acting president for a period of 30 days until Parliament reconvenes, and then the National Assembly chooses a new president from amongst its members. But then there's also a second consideration, and the second consideration arises out of the fact that if the president does not acquiesce to the request by the, or rather to the notion of being recalled by the NEC, then there are a couple of options that are going to be open to the ANC. And I think your earlier discussion touched a couple of those options. The one being an impeachment, and the second one being a motion of no confidence.